back down the right side, tried to clip that cross in, and Richards just couldn't quite get there. Joe was scrambling to get across to the far side, the keeper. Richards wasn't too far away from making contact, but this will be cleared away on the far touchline by Lee Hambom.
That might have been the first overlapping run we've seen. With the U.S. keeping the ball in high possession, yeah, it's just these simple things that create opportunities and windows. Has been a better performance since the formation shift, and some of the players that have come off the bench. It's just taking a little bit too long for the U.S. to get into the game.
Tajon brings it forward, wide to the left, Lee Tae-Sok. Can't get on the end of it as Alex Freeman did well to chase back and block that run on the far side. It's Japan on Tuesday for the US. Ecuador and Australia in the October window. As announced today on the pre-game show here, Paraguay and Uruguay in November. Games in Chester, Pennsylvania, at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Those are big tests. Great competition to get when you need to find out some really important things about the character of the team, the capabilities of the team down the stretch.
Kim Tae-Hyun. Back inside there from Lee Tae-Sok. Comes across here for Richards. McGlynn brings it down and gives away the free kick there. He just caught Oh Byung-Ju.
Since he's come on, and one of the things I love about his game, and we've seen it also from Zendejas, is just very quickly wanting to play positive, wanting to penetrate, wanting to play vertically. I just wonder if players like he's all right. You just wonder if is one of those players that can make the leap. There's a few that you think they have the quality, they have the capabilities, if they're consistent with their club. Are they ready to make the leap to be someone that can be counted on by Pochettino? And when I say the door's wide open, it's players like McGlynn I think about.
He's already scored 2 goals for the US against Venezuela and Turkey. Turkey, I should say, assists in his last 2 MLS games. James Kastrop brings it forward. Cross doing the defending on the far side as it gets towards the byline. Headed away by Freeman. Only as far as Lee Tae-Sok down the left side for Oh Byung-Ju. Back here for Kim Tae-Hyun. Into the midfield for Pike. James Kastrop carries it forward. Lee Tae-Sok. Freeze will make the save. Strong header in from the substitute. Wasn't too far away there from Oh Byung-Ju.
Well, there's just so much power on the ball that comes in. I think it just surprises them slightly because it materializes so quickly, but just great footwork to punch it away.
We're into 5 minutes of time being added on here in Harrison, New Jersey. A little backflip there from Oh Byung-Ju, and down the left side. All the way through for Jens Kastrop, but it's out of play for a corner. 2-0, the goals came in the first half. Son involved in both, scored 1, assisted 1. South Korea doubling the lead 2 minutes before the breakthrough. Lee Dong-yeon, after Son had scored the first in the 18th minute. Lee Kang-in, the PSG man, will take this one. Third corner of the game. Richards will flick it away. 39th cap for Lee Kang-in, who scored in World Cup qualifying in June. It's ball driven in. On the far side there by Jong Sang-bin. 8 goals in 75 MLS regular season appearances for Jong Sang-bin across Minnesota and St. Louis. Here's McGlynn on halfway. Carried forward by the Houston man out to the left side. Pulisic's ball across finds Zendejas. Now it's Freeman. Roldan, McGlynn. This is Zendejas. Plays it into the path of Pulisic. And it drops to Balogun. It's saved by Joe. Oh, what a save on the rebound! Balogun denied twice. Back in from Roldan. Joe hasn't had much to do, but my goodness, he got down well there. This is Freeman. McGlynn. Roldan. Roldan's ball in over the top of Balogun. Comes out to Arston on the far side. Youngsang closing down. Arston to the byline. Floats a decent cross into the middle, but was flicked away, and Blackman gives away the free kick as he has two hands in the back of Oh Hyung-ju.
Oh boy, watch this. This is a wonderful tackle there to stop Christian Pulisic, but it pops it right to Balogun, but not only the first save. Just scrambles over, puts a hand on the ground so he can stay up and stay big enough to stop the second one. And, hey, that's not a replay right there. That's live that Balogun still can't believe the save happened. Wondering how it's not 2-1.
Even more impressive for a goalkeeper who has had very little action throughout the game to be so sharp right at the end. Absolutely. Here, halfway through stoppage time.
And then the third one, I think, hit the crossbar.
Yeah, I think it may be either that or the outside of the post. Either way, Balogun had a couple of chances there to try and get one back. It'll be interesting, fascinating to see what Mauricio Pochettino does with his lineup on Tuesday. By Zendejas. Balogun ahead here. Balogun driving it across. And it's out for a corner. It took a deflection off Kim Min-jae. Not sure if Joe got a touch to it as well.
Yeah, it looked like he did.
Inside the final 90 seconds in New Jersey. The US coming to life in this final 25 minutes. McGlynn, the substitute, standing over the corner. The left foot outswinger, Ream couldn't get there, headed away by Lee Han-bom. And here come South Korea. Jens Kastrup was the player furthest forward, but he wasn't found there by the ball through by Lee Kang-in. Here's Pulisic. It's wide open right now in the final 60 seconds of stoppage time. McGlynn turns it back for Arston. Chance to play in Columbus, where he plays for his club on Tuesday night. This is McGlynn. Richards. Maybe one last opportunity for the US to get the ball into the box here. Arston forward, Balogun up against Kim Min-jae. Does really well, slides along the byline, he goes down in the challenge, the referee waves off, appeals for a penalty. Red Radix, the 35-year-old referee from Grenada, not interested. And there goes the whistle. It's full time, and it is a 2-0 defeat for the United States here against South Korea.
I think you can hear from the crowd. This was a night dominated by the South Korean fans and dominated by the South Korean team. And the U.S., an excellent finish. Definitely knocking on the door. The tactical change work for players were really good off the bench, but just that took way too long to get into the game against a side that definitely just looked well above the U.S. in class today. And Son just irresistible his entire time on the field. And he gave the fans what they wanted to see, but the U.S. fans would be frustrated with that performance.
Son, extremely impressive. He finished with a goal and an assist. He scored 18 minutes in. He assisted in the 43rd for Lee Dong-yong. It's a 2-0 win for World Cup-bound South Korea here against the United States. US Soccer on TNT is presented by Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. Stay with us for the post-game show.
daughter's turning 9 today, and your company's merger is turning on you. Time isn't on your side, but the team is. Specialists who know data, strategy, and finance.
Ben, what do you got for me?
Not what, it's who.
Hi, everyone. The dream team.
A team that knows you can't enjoy your daughter's big day, worried about your company's reputation. Deloitte. Together makes progress.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Peekaboo. It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports. Well, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
I need a trunk for all this.
All right, Auto Trader, let's find him a ride to fit all his stuff. Fire up Auto Intelligence.
Sweet.
Uh-oh, he's gonna foul! Auto Intelligence. Woo! What a ride.
You've been working from home, but your roommate just took up percussion as a hobby.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With an Indeed profile, the more skills and preferences you add, the faster Indeed can bring the right job to you.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Just 49 keys inside a metal thing from 1958. Or it's the first step to becoming a writer, and your book gets turned into a movie by your favorite director, aka new best friend. Or becoming a chef who makes croissant nigiri. Or starting a travel scene that takes you from South America to Scandinavia to, hi.
Okay, sure, God.
Oh,
Visa.
whatever you want to be. One step can take you everywhere you want to be.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi, I'm showing off my clearer skin. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And most people were clearer even at 5 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Oh my gosh, Susan, your boys are getting so big. How do you manage to keep them all fed?
Whoa.
Don't worry, I made more for us.
The lowest prices of any national grocery store.
Look at them go.
Yeah, one time they ate the napkins.
It's an Aldi thing.
You are watching the postgame show presented by Auto Trader. South Korea will leave Harrison, New Jersey with a 2-0 victory over the United States. Both of their goals coming in the first half. Let's take a look at how this one shook out. Sarah Walsh, DeMarcus Eagles, Brian Dunston, Kyle Martino with you. And Dunny, they got the scoring started early on. Sung Young Min, 18 minutes in.
He was doing a fantastic job in the first 45 minutes of splitting the center backs, kind of creeping in behind both Tyler Adams and Sebastian Berhalter. That was the first where he finished off his opportunity 18 minutes in. He would continue to have 2, potentially 3 chances as the half continued. But in a raucous crowd here at Sports Illustrated 7, highly dominated by Korea Republic fans, they got what they paid for. Combination play through kind of that empty bucket of a midfield front runners, 5 across the top of the penalty area. Quick combination play. And had it not been for the ball hitting the back of the net by Lee, the referee most certainly would have pointed the spot for the collision here as Matt Freese comes across, takes out the legs of Sun Young Min. So a goal and an assist in the first 45 minutes and comfortable first half for Korea Republic against the United States.
And that's how they went to the break. 73rd minute, Chris Richards had a chance here, DeMarcus.
Yeah, but the goalkeeper made a very good save. I think he maybe misjudged it a bit, but it was a great chance. Great ball by Berhalter, but it's a little bit unlucky from Chris Richards. I just hit him right in the knee.
Johnny, I know a lot of folks were interested to see Balogun get back onto the pitch for this U.S. team. Right at the end of this game, it looked like he was going to find the back of the net. He had several chances here, but couldn't put any of them away.
Different player profile from Josh Sargent. They're taking advantage of the formation adjustment. And 2 incredible saves by the goalkeeper, plus a kiss off the crossbar. DeMarcus and I were looking at each other, and Cheshire kept smiling, trying to figure out how that ball didn't find the back of the net.
South Korea will lead here with a 2-0 victory. Take a look at your Auto Trader team comparison. DeMarcus, what jumps out to you?
You know, one thing I do look at, and it kind of goes back to when we talked to Klinsmann last week. You see the possession. USA had a lot of possession. They had a lot of possession in South Korea's half. But what Klinsmann told us in that conversation, he said, South Korea, they know how to suffer. They're okay with that. They'll let USA pass the ball back and forth. I'm sure no they were problem. suffering. Yeah, but I know what you know what I mean. Suffering, they had the ball, no problem, and then they hit him on a counterattack. That was exactly the plan that South Korea had in the first half.
The statistics don't tell the whole story, because in the second half, this is a team that conceded just 8 goals in 16 World Cup qualifiers. Korea Republic's lost just 1 match in their previous 28 matches. So for me, it's not a lack of effort. It's a difference of quality when you talk about a team that front to back, side to side, when it comes to Mauricio Pochettino and who he's trying to figure out in real time, can play at this level, be a part of this roster, and ultimately who can have the grit and desire to represent the United States when he names that final roster and now 9 matches to go.
Yeah, you know, one thing I did like in the first half for Korea was that in the first 5 to 10 minutes, they didn't want to play through the middle. They playing direct. They're playing up top. They're trying to find Sung between the 2 center backs. Yeah. And after that, after the game settled down, they started playing. They started finding a little.
They managed that 2-0 lead really well.
Yeah. I really enjoy how South Korea played, especially in that first half.
If you saw me just looking over my shoulder, that is because Melissa Ortiz is down on the pitch. She is standing by with Sebastian Berhalter. Melissa.
Sebastian, you put a shift out there in the midfield. The energy was there, but how would you overall rate the performance of the team today?
Yeah, I think first half was tough. I think we had trouble with the overloads, especially in the wide areas. And, you know, I think second half we made an adjustment and it helped a lot. And you saw we're more on the front foot. You know, I think it's a team that's coming together, you know, and we have different pieces that are just trying to figure out how to play with each other.